Hello there, YouTube. How the hell are you? My name is Vac. Welcome to Mortytown TV. I hope you're here for some good Marvel Strike Force action, because that's what we're doing tonight. So, as high level as we can get, huh? So come on in, make yourself at home. Let's get swifty.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
So, almost full run tonight. We got to do Dark Dimension 3. We got to do our raids. We got to do a little bit of blitzing, not a whole lot. So, no war today, but we're gonna knock out everything else on our plate. And first and foremost, of course, would be I will read this blog later. In humans, I'm aware of. We're gonna be doing this relic hunt. I got knocked all the way down to 6. I didn't even get a chance to play that hour. And I'm going to pass the contact request. So let's see now. First things first, let's farm the store. Give a moment for everybody to start popping in. Hello there, those of you early joiners. Alright, so we're going to definitely pick up catalysts. We're going to pick up these lattices. Need some nanites. Always need these alien spars. Pretty low on damage catalysts. We're going to grab all that because we got gold to burn. Oh, actually, we don't have that much gold to burn, but still, moving on. Alright, and we'll grab those because we don't need any of those characters. Don't desperately need any of that. So, we have, I spent some of my T4 gear kind of rounding out my blitz teams. We are not quite, but almost to 11 million total collection power. It's right around the corner. All right. But I have been slowly and surely losing my will to wail out enough to make it happen. That's for sure. We did go after Emma Frost. That was, you know, that's just the new hot character. She's going to be of use to us. So we went in on her for a little bit of money, got some offers. But we're going to try to be peeling back on that as much as possible, especially in light of some recent events. That's a story for another day. Let's see here. Probably have some more of those to pick up here in a minute, or at least one more. Let's see now. We got 115 normal energy. We really need damage catalysts. Let's look around for that. There's some are. And we got 2. Yay, Marvel Strike Force. Got ourselves back over 1 million gold with that. Alright, so let's do our Squirrel Girl energy, which we're almost done with this thing. Not Squirrel Girl, but we're almost done with this event. And Squirrel Girl, almost to 5 stars. It's probably good enough for me at this point. Alright, Relic Hunt. Just auto win these out real fast. Alright. So today should be an interesting day for Dark Dimension 3. What's up, Swole? Nice to see you, Beast. Welcome back to the stream, sir. Alright, so my stuff. Ooh, Nate coming in hard. Nate's going after Beast. That's my conclusion. That's what I'm guessing on there. All right, here's a Get Swifty for Swole.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
All right, so moving on. Got all of our milestones knocked out. We'll get to the Beast Blitz here in a bit. Let's check raids. Do we have something in the store we missed there? Absolutely did. Some blue gear. So exciting. And a few of these catalysts we opened up with milestones. Probably got some milestone orders too. We'll come back for all that. Okay, so let's just get on into it. Probably should get started on this alpha raid. We're not even in here yet. Okay, both city lanes are taken there. What does this one look like? Empty city lane, we'll grab it. I don't think Rez is going to grab it. Yeah, man. I mean, they're not that exciting for me anymore. I've been doing raids every day for 2 years now, you know. But the rewards are still not bad, right? There's still a good little chunk of what you're getting every day. And you're helping out your alliance mates, right? So that's part of the goal. Pretty much. Got to do them. My next game will certainly be a game with fewer daily requirements, right? We'll see how it goes. I'm still not entirely sure what it's going to be. I've pretty much been thinking there's one on the horizon ever since they announced DD4. But, you know, don't be alarmed. I'm still going to be playing Marvel Strike Force for some time. And I'll give everyone ample warning if any jumps look imminent. Oh my God! Look at all I had to bring. All I had to bring was Cyclops. Man, I guess I could just go ahead and let them ride one more node. One more node. How do I like Beast? Haven't played with him yet, to be honest. I've only got 2 stars on him. I haven't really leveled him. I know I'm gonna like him, right? I mean, I've seen the kit. I have. I don't think he's gonna be like critical for me, which is what I've been saying all along, which was my justification for not wailing on him. But you know, I mean, I've had it in the back of my head that I might not be around for another 6 months, and I've been wanting to dial back on the whaling and instead put some money into the house. But I'm still going after the characters that are going to keep me on top, right? But I just didn't feel like Beast was one of those characters. He's good. He's gonna make X-Men better. He's certainly going to do more than Wolverine is doing, right? And that's who he's going to replace. You know, and I can recognize that easily from seeing him played through other content creators and just looking at the kit. But exactly, he's kind of extra, right? Like when they put Cyclops on the team, like they didn't really need it at that point. They've been staying ahead of the power creep on X-Men, right? So it seems like that's like a conscious effort they're making. Like, we're not gonna let X-Men get behind, right? Like somewhere in an office in that company, they were like, you know, we're never gonna let X-Men suffer from power creep. Right, so they just give us a new X-Men every now and then, and it's pretty clear they're probably winding up for 2 teams also, but they'll give us a great X-Men every now and then just to buff the team. And so now with that extra DPS you're getting from Cyclops, you don't really need Wolverine around anymore, and so you can throw in a character like Beast, and he, you know, he'll do a damn fine job of healing and giving some sustain to that team that they previously lacked. So, you know, he's gonna be good. I'm not in an all-fire hurry. I got him at 2 stars, level 1. He's not going anywhere right now. But one day, he'll get in there one day. I have not read the, I have not had a chance today to, I was looking at other stuff, but I haven't had a chance today to read that new blog post. I heard it was going to be Baron Zemo. They're going to make a war offense, an entire war offense team around Hydra? That's crazy. I assume that part of that will be Crossbones and Winter Soldier. And I do think that's pretty cool. I do think that's pretty cool. Baron Zemo. I hope it's full purple mask, Baron Zemo. Shield's got a ton of counters already. Mercs could definitely use more. But even now, I can tell you, like, we don't often hurt for having a Merc counter, right? You know, I've got, at this point, several teams on my offensive roster that can take out Mercs. But one more wouldn't be a bad thing. It's just that I'm kind of running, I mean, like, you can only run 12 offensive teams. I've already got 12 good teams. What's up, Joshua? Mm-hmm. Bunch of teams out there. Bunch of teams out there. That's why, like, a lot of people, they didn't, I'll say this, there were not as many whales buying X-Force as they hoped, and I think that's why it got tied to Doc Ock. Nate, what's up, dog? I'm pretty sure that's exactly how that happened, right? They were hoping more people would come out of pocket and buy X-Force. It did not happen because all the whales are like, fuck, I already got 12 teams. What do I need another one for? And they were just like, we're going to chill on that, right? Exactly. Like, I have 12 good teams for war. Like, what does a 13th or 14th give to me? Except maybe a little versatility. Is it really worth hundreds of dollars? Like, yeah, it'll be nice to have a nice team for my 7-star crossbones. That's that 7 red star crossbones. That'll be nice. Yeah, I agree. We're getting toward too little, too late kind of territory, but yeah. I don't know what my Winter Soldier's at. I know for sure I got a 7 red star crossbones that's just gathering dust. I do have a Sinister Six, but I think a lot of people passed on X-Force, and that's why X-Force got tied to Doc Ock. They were like, okay, you don't want to buy him? No, now you're going to have to, assholes. You know, like, I guarantee you that's how that went down. Mm-mm-mm. On the whole, I just I'm disappointed with Foxnex/Scopely. I've always accepted that they got to make money, but they're unnecessarily predatory at times, and on top of that, I feel like they're taking the game in a direction that I don't care for. Right? Like if they were making the game I wanted to play, they'd have PvP ready to roll on already, and they wouldn't even be fucking talking about Dark Dimension 4. But instead, they're going the exact opposite direction there. It really looks like we might see Dark Dimension 4 long before we ever see a fully fleshed out PvP mode. So, man, I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't do much for me. I don't like the direction they're moving. I love the base game. I've loved this game. This game has a very high place in the pantheon of games for me. It is a rare game in 20 years of video gaming. It is rare that I've spent 2 years playing a single game, right? I mean, there's basically 3 or 4 that come to mind that I've put that kind of time into, and this will be one of them, right? But I am a little disappointed in its growth. So, you know, just fair warning, everybody. I'm kind of looking for the exit. I've been saying this for a while, but we're getting closer to actual opportunities. I'm only going to leave... Oh, well, thank you for the subscription, sir. Welcome to the channel. I'm only going to leave for like a really top-notch, brand new, top-shelf title that's in a genre that is near and dear to my heart. And so basically what I'm waiting on is some kind of a group-based MMO RPG with PvP focus, right? I was huge on games like, I didn't play Shadowbane, but I did love games like Dark Age of Camelot and Warhammer Age of Reckoning. And I even, it wasn't really PvP focused, but I did love me some Star Wars Old Republic, because I sure as shit love me some Hutball, that kind of thing. I just love group PvP with my friends, and I've had the same group of friends I've been rolling around doing that with for ages. And in fact, they're many of them the same friends that I started the Mortytown Locos with, and almost all of them have moved on from this game at this point. Just basically me and one guy left, but and a lot of great people that we've met here, right? And when the day comes that group of friends starts moving into a new game as a group, I'm probably going to make the jump, and I'm going to start content creating for that game. Try to get in on something ground floor, right? I mean, the big content creators for Marvel Strike Force have pretty much already been established. Oh, look at you, you noob.
Well, then get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together. Get your shit together.
Get that tank out of there. So anyway, just fair warning. One of the games, oh my gosh, he brought him right back. One of the games that might entice my friends to go play, and therefore pull me away, just announced that they're entering beta this month. And it's a game called Crowfall, the PvP-centered MMO. Got a kind of nice, old school look to it. You know, bright and vibrant, kind of like a classic World of Warcraft, but still, you know, good look to it. So if that ends up being any good, and like they're just going to enter beta this month, I think I was a pretty late adopter to it, so I don't think I'm going to get called into the beta for quite a while. But I expect the beta to last for several months, right? So it's not going to be anything imminent, but there might be a shift down the road. It might precipitate me pulling back a little bit on the whaling. I could game and have just as much fun for a lot less money on a subscription model. Because if there's a temptation to pay a little extra to get a little bit ahead, I will often take it. I got the budget for it. But if I played a game that didn't entice me in such a way, I could put that money toward a new deck or whatever, you know. I could roll my entertainment budget and kind of lower it, or I could go back to doing what I used to do and spend it on cocaine and hookers, right? I mean, just whatever came up, you know, whatever I liked. So that would be an added benefit. But as it is, though, I've had a lot of fun experiences playing this game. I don't really regret any money I've put into it. All right, let's see now. We barely got through that, but we got through it. So how did you get shafted by Emma? Like, did you just not pull good on her orbs? Is that what you're trying to say? I didn't do like super great, but I got 5 on her. All right, let's get out the tank. What do you say? All these damn summoned. Oh, that sucks. Well, God, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that makes me think like, Jesus, you know, like I've had a lot of fun playing MMOs that basically cost $9 a month, right? And then the only pay to play kind of stuff they have microtransactions, but it's stuff like mounts and you know, cosmetics and shit like shit that doesn't really matter in PvP, right? So on PvP, the person who pays and the person who doesn't still is on a fairly equal footing, right? I kind of like that system better. It's certainly, like I say, easier on my wallet. Right? I'm not spending any money I don't have to spend. Haven't regretted a penny. But if I could get to a point where I'm spending less, like, it wouldn't hurt me. That wouldn't hurt me at all. A little less gambling would be nice. You know, I get it from a guy named Casino, right? Like his whole shtick is gambling. A lot of people are mad about the free Emma thing. I have noticed. I've been seeing a lot of rumblings on that. A lot of people are mad about that. I get it. Like the likelihood of all of those people pulling a 5 red star Emma, pretty low. Pretty low. And now anyone who it looks like she's going to be such a pivotal character in the upcoming meta. She's going to be so important that if you did put a bunch of money in and only pulled 2 or 3, then, oh yeah, Nate, man, here's what happened, right? There were some people that opened up their orbs right when Emma released, and they did not have they did not have her in the orbs yet. Like there was a delay. It was like a 10-15 minute delay. And so everybody who opened their orbs in that period, they gave them all a 5 red star Emma, which was maybe a little too generous in that situation, right? When you're giving stuff to everybody, sure, be super generous, right? But when you're just going to give a small number of people a reward for your fuck up, and you make it that generous, right? Like I spent like fucking $250, $300 and got a 5 red star Emma Frost, right? I probably spent more than that actually. I opened over 100 fucking orbs, right? Like I probably spent $300-$400 easy on that opening. And I didn't get jack all for it. We all saw it, right? I got a couple of 7 red star minions, and I managed to barely get 5 reds on Emma. And then all of these guys get a 5 red Emma for free, whether they open 5 orbs or 500, right? So it kind of makes all the people that went out there and spent money like Swole and didn't pull even 5 on her, makes them feel like they got put behind, for no good reason. And I can understand people being mad about that. You asked them for a 4 red? I would like to see what they said about that. I noticed right before I started the stream on the MSF News that they had to say, well, we've taken all your feedback about this, and we understand people are upset, and it's late Friday, so we're going to get together on Monday morning and talk about it, right? Which basically means fuck y'all. I don't think they're going to do shit. I think that's going to stand. That's going to roll like it is. Yeah. So I've been somewhat disillusioned with the game ever since they announced DD4. That was really the tipping point for me. And I'm having so much fun streaming this game and playing with my alliance that I'm not going anywhere until there's a really solid place with a brand new game for me to jump to. And it's going to have my buddies that I started Mortytown with there as well. So there's a possibility of a game like that down the road. And so I'm going to probably, like, whenever I get a chance to get into the beta, I'll probably stream or put together some video compilations of some of that for you guys, just to let you get a look at it. And then if I end up liking it, and if my friends end up liking it as much as anything, that's going to factor in. Then I'm going to go reunite with them, right? That's probably what's going to happen. But I am going to continue to be a content creator because I've been having way too much fun doing this and interacting with people. And there's just a great group of people out there on YouTube. And so I don't in any way want to stop doing that. Oh man, Emma's incredible. Any team that you can just flat out use as a Black Order counter, it's gonna be pretty. You're never gonna use them on offense. That's the only thing about that. But I expect we're maybe gonna see some people using them in arena, or at least hybrids with her involved. But it's kind of gonna have to all be like villain mutant hybrids though. I saw he put a video out about a heroic 7 red star pull. Was that an Emma Frost that he pulled? I know he upgraded the Sinister, but did he pull the Frost or did he upgrade it? I'm just curious. It doesn't really matter. I am sure she is. I'm sure she's usable, but yeah, it's not going to stack up. Cool. Good for him, man. I haven't talked to him in a couple of weeks, but good for him. I'm happy for him, honestly, because he's not traditionally had good luck with those 7 red star pulls, so I'm glad to see him getting more. I'd have to look now, but I think I'm up to 12. Maybe 11, but I think it's 12. I think it's 12. All right, let's have a look at that. 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we're up to 12. 12, 7 red stars. Well, Nate, if I go play another game, you can have my account. I actually don't know if I can do that. It's tied to my normal Google account, so probably wouldn't be possible. But also, we shouldn't talk about that on YouTube, because that would clearly be against the terms of service, and we would never, ever consider account trading Scopely. We just don't do that kind of thing around here. Okay, so it's time to move on to Dark Dimension. All right, so less than 1 million left on this node. I'm betting we could probably do it with these two. Just you and us, Mordo. Too many sorcerers. How do you feel about mutants, asshole? DD3 is ridiculous. DD3 is a big part of my motivation for finding a new home, to be quite honest. I mean, it's nice to get these big rewards, but that's what it is. It's an excruciatingly, terribly designed game mode with a big fat carrot on the end of it to make you do it. Right? That's all it is. It's stupid. All right, so anyway. Now we're on to Cosmic. And we can do cool stuff like run full Black Order. Although, another thing we could do let's do Minerva there, put Star-Lord behind her. No, I don't like that at all. Hang on. Star-Lord there, Minerva back yonder. Who else do we want Star-Lord to feed? Say Black Bolt. And then we'll do unempowered Thanos out on the end so that they're both feeding Minerva. And then we throw Captain Marvel out here on the end. That's a pretty good combination of sustainability and defense and offense to go with it. So here's hoping. We're probably going to walk out here and get shellacked because it'll be 10 enemies on the field. But yeah, man, Dark Dimension is so freaking miserable. There's just nothing fun about this. And I've been saying that for like a month and a half while I've been... I mean, I'm a top 100 player and I'm having a miserable time with this. I cannot imagine your average player is having anywhere close to a good time with it. And the ones that are excited about it probably just aren't deep enough into it to realize how freaking miserable it's going to be. I think a lot of people are expecting and experience something more akin to Dark Dimension 1 or 2, and it's just not, man. If 4 is worse than 3 to a degree that 3 is worse than 2, then I don't even want to look at that piece of shit. Right? Like, that's terrible. All right, so anyway, let's see about going straight into some energy generation and blinding some peoples. There's a lot of badass mutants out there. I'm not really a big fan of this. All right. Can you just let me keep her alive till I get a taunt up? F me, man. F me. All right, so she's got a dot. That's an evade for sure. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and throw a basic at her. 'Cause, 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 but that'll have her off the field, and hopefully will give my Black Order a clearer run, right? And then the only person I got to res is Thanos. I'm probably gonna start dialing back on the cores I'm putting into this. All right. So that was not the biggest chunk that we just took off of there, but we got things started. We'll heal up Thanos and empower him, and let's get him back in there and see what he can do. Give it a minute on the flip. Yeah, I mean all the tag requirements and everything only add to the misery, no doubt. I got to city and I didn't have any city characters ready yet. Right? There was about a 6-hour period there where I just could not attack. I just had to just wait and hold out. All right, let's flip now. Oh. Of course, if she dodges, it doesn't rebound. So we messed that up. Well, this will maybe kill, yep, Cyclops. That is perfect. And I still got a nice little grouping over here on the right for Thanos. We're holding up well. We're holding up well. I'm actually going to hang on to that ultimate and wait till they drop some more in. There we go. All right, who looks dangerous here? Energy batteries look dangerous. Let's reapply taunt, heal up a little bit. We're on a nice little roll here. These are the final 8 characters, in fact. So we might take this whole node out with Black Order, which was our experience early in the second run as well. Is that I went in and took out the first node and a half in one run with Black Order. Way easier than everybody else. All right. He did a decent amount of damage there, but of course all those counterattacks are going to kill him. Same with her. There we go. There we go. Node 9, done in no time. So, you know, they're not even hurt. Same team. Off we go again. All right, what looks good here? Let's see this little. Well, the thickest grouping would be right there, right? Well, no, it's the same. It's the same either way. So let's go Wanda. And there we go. No need to flip. We'll hang on to that, keep that in our pocket. This should do some nice damage. Oh yeah. Symbiote Spidey is definitely the place to start, Nate. The 3 symbiotes are the place to start, but it's just hard to get that much bio gear together. I was completely gated by how many, bone marrow extracts that I could get. That's what it all came down to. All right, so we really don't even need a heal at this point. We're all barriered up. We're going to keep that in our pocket and put a little more damage on Carnage. I still don't know if it's worth flipping. I could probably get more done with this basic right here. Speaking of good basics, the power couple. So many marrow extracts, man. So many marrow extracts. So like I said, I ended up going with like Ghost Rider so I could use some mystic stuff. And I went with Punisher to use some skill gear, and just because he was super cheap. All right, now let's flip. Still don't need health. They're still working through barriers. As long as they're mostly hurting Call, that's fine. He's got an amazing capacity for self-heal. So I'm good with that. Do I use that or do I hold on to it? 1, 3, 6 characters out. Let's just keep using the basics. Keep that in our pocket. Just like we're going to keep that that drain in our pocket. Alright, this we'll go ahead and use. Revive? Get out of here with that. Perfect. Before Black Order, I was using a pretty much the dominant meta before that was some kind of Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Phoenix hybrid, right? There were lots of different combinations. I preferred Black Bolt, Yo-Yo, Phoenix, Ultron, and Sinister on offense. If I recall correctly. But I saw lots of hybrids back then. You'd see all kinds of different teams competing, right? I would use Sinister on offense. I'd swap him out for Captain Marvel on my defense. Worked pretty well for me. But mostly it was just a lot of hybrids built around Black Bolt and Yo-Yo. That was the dominant meta before that. Of course, you had to have a Phoenix in there. right? And then of course I had to have me a Sinister, so that then I had 2 Phoenixes because everybody was running a Phoenix at that time, right? So the only thing better than 1 Phoenix is 2 Phoenixes. So I found that to be. I pulled a 6 Red Star Sinister pretty early in my career, and then I just found that to be very helpful. So I'm content to spread the damage around as long as there's only 6 of them. If they're doing an amount of damage that I can easily mitigate, then it does serve my purposes to get them all to low health and then kind of take them out around the same time. Still don't need that heal. Got to keep an eye on Proxima, though. Yeah, it is. It takes a long time, but they get a long way. Yeah, I knew it was gonna. The first part of the second run was a lot like this, so I was like, well, when I get back to being able to use that team, that's probably gonna be, you know, when things pick back up. Seemed like it slowed down a lot when I got into Cosmic and or into Global, and I couldn't use them anymore. All right, let's see now. So yeah, if you're slow and steady and pick your way through this carefully, this is a team that can get a lot done. So anyway, we're gonna retaunt and heal. We're gonna reboost everybody, get those counterattacks back up. These guys, not the greatest threat to us. So let's go ahead and use basics on him. I want to continue to hang on to that. I want to see more than 4 characters on the field before I use the moonshot or whatever they call it. There we go. I want to hit all of these healing ass DPS right here. I got one on the right here is a little too far to the outside. But still, I'm going to get all these guys near dead and take them down relatively close at the same time. And there's a nice big drop. Okay. Let's definitely stun that Black Widow. I don't need no speed manipulation in this game mode. No thank you. I don't really need that much health. Hey. Now we're facing a big grouping. This might be trouble. But it's a lot of people for Corvus to hit. Wow. Still don't need it. I think above all others, we want to get rid of, oh man, was that 2 cannonball specials in a row? That's just too much, man. All right, but still, not any big chunks taken off the health bar. Let's go ahead and get Wanda out of here. Ugh. It's a good invitation to flip, I guess. I don't know how necessary it's going to be. He's taunting. Let's not even mess with that. Let's just get right back to hitting that nice big thick group right there. Is this our final 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our final 7. This is actually it. So we've got a pretty decent chance here of one-shotting this node as well. You know, this is, I guess, just one of the perks that you get when you have a 560K black order. All right, so let's flip all that. And that'll put a taunt back on call. All right, let's see. Who's the good target? Final 6. Yeah, if nobody else is going to drop, we definitely want to go ahead and get Carnage out of there. And then no more Elektra. There we go. That was the only healing we needed. Just the 2 left, so let's see if we can't basic them down without taking too much damage. And set ourselves up for the next node, huh? Beautiful. Little heal on Corvus or on Cull, and then we're right back in there. I'll take that. I'll take that. All right, so on to mission 11. We started today on mission number 8. So just call me Baby Tadano Mac Japan. All right, I have my doubts we're going to roll through this one in one shot, and you know it'll probably slow back down again once we get to the Cosmic nodes. I'm going to get past Cosmic and get into City. But I did all right in City last time, and I got basically the same team this time, except now I got all 3 of the symbiotes, so that'll be easier. That'll be easier. But we're making really good progress on DD3 tonight, I got to admit. Better than I was expecting, even with the Black Order. They did really good on those first few nodes, but I didn't think they were going to come in here to Cosmic and do even better. Like who would have? Nobody expected that, right? So anyway, let's just give them a little bit of this. How are you? All right, let's stun that stealthing bastard right there. He's going to be the first one we're going to get out of here. These guys are getting really hurt by counterattacks. Am I the only one noticing this? Like, these guys may not have as much health as a lot of the enemies you face in Dark Dimension 3. I think he might be dead man walking. Well, we're going to find out. Don't need health. Alright, but we would like to see a flip here and get another taunt on our tank. See, now this is just going to kill Sentry, and I don't think we need it. I think the bleeds are going to do it. Or the bleed. Maybe it won't do it. I don't know. We'll find out. Ooh, I was worried about them pumpkin bombs, but that wasn't that bad. And it sure as hell did kill him. Alright, that worked out pretty well. So we got a 7-10 split here. There we go. There we go. A lot of dangerous targets out here now, though. We got Sentry out here. We got us a little... We can't overlook that Falcon in the back. We got Miles out here doing turn meter. Brr. F off, Miles. Okay, now we need some healing. Nah, too late. We lost our Corvus. So this is probably the node that's going to do us in. But we've taken a pretty good chunk out of it on the way. All right, so let's just drain some of that health out. See what we can do to these guys on our way down, huh? Let's flip all this mess. Pull all those guys out of stealth. So Corvus is a lot of our DPS, but maybe we can still do this and just do it slower, huh? I do what he does, only slower. Yeah, they just finally stacked up more damage on us than we could cope with. Alright, things are starting to fall apart. Damn right, it was a Falcon reference. Good call, perfect. Good call. Yep, that was a good run, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good run. It's not so often that you're that happy seeing that defeat screen come up, but we knocked out what, 2.5 nodes? No, you know, I mean that's pretty good. We attacked 4 different nodes today. That's pretty good. We only got 1 more cosmic node after this. Hopefully we can come back in with that Black Order again. Maybe we can knock that out all tomorrow. And by the end of the day tomorrow, maybe we're in city nodes if we're lucky. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I can't guarantee that, but we'll see how it goes. So there you go. All of these contact requests, I get a lot of them. I know some of them are y'all. I want to accept them all. Some of them are just people looking to troll me. Some of them have been RDX's friends, and most of them just seem to be people trying to recruit me, which is not going to be working out well for people at this point. I am having a fun playing. I'm having more fun streaming, but I do have an eyeball on the door. So let's see now. A lot of orbs to pick up. Got ourselves a nice big mega orb. It's not going to be nothing in it we want. Nah, not a thing. Not a thing. But that's just more mills. That's just more for the mill. You know what I mean? That's just more to get ground up and turned into Ultimus shards, which we will then turn around and use. I don't really need bio gear or anything like that. I don't need anything specific, so we're just going to get catalysts now. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. All right. What do we have? Did that give us... Oh, that's right. We got an Elite 5 out of that. But we'll hold on to it. We'll hold on to it. I'm not going to buy a lot of Red Star offers with things as they're sitting now. But I will save up what I get, and we'll do another big opening down the road. I'm pretty sure I'll still be here when Doc Ock releases next month, so we'll be around for that. I don't think that beta is going to move that quickly. And if it does, you'll know because I'll be streaming it. So let's see now. We need to get what do we got? A couple of blitzes to do. We need some arena battles because I didn't do any today, and we need blitzes. All right. So arena. Let's go ahead and just make our way to number 1. Didn't get a chance to do it at the appropriate time today. But there was a lot going on. I was working. Can't guarantee it every day. I'd love it to be able to pull it off. I miss the days when I could just stick my defense in. Nobody wanted to attack me, and I'd sit at number 1 for 3-4 days at a time. But I got a little spoiled by that too. Keeps my costs low, no doubt about it. But you know, then I just get like, oh, I feel emboldened to wail out a little more when that's going on. All right, so he flips, and then we immediately flip back, and that is how you win a Black Order mirror match. That's how it usually goes down. It didn't go down well, and that video I put out was actually like a worst case kind of scenario. And what really threw me off is I was actually fighting Black Order that was point wise pretty well below mine, and so the timing didn't work out as well as it normally does because of that. Alright, good. That killed Corvus. That's what we were hoping for. And then there goes Thanos. So now it's just us and the big guy. So any of you guys MMO fans? I've always like. I mean, I do enjoy very much the hero building kind of strategy of a game like this, but I have always preferred. WoW was never my favorite, but I played it. I played WoW for a good long time. But I do like MMOs like that, where I can build a character and really work them up and build them up, you know, from rags to riches, and have a, you know, and be able to group up with my friends and have good synergies, and, you know, that's the 5v5s I like doing. Or it was 8v8s back in the day when we were running around Dark Age of Camelot. Most of the guys that I still game with today, I either met playing Dark Age of Camelot or I met playing Warhammer Age of Reckoning, which was, they were both done by the same company. All right, so anyway, let's see here. We'll come back to that after we do a couple blitzes. We'll get one more arena match in. Yeah, might as well just go for the big one then. I was big on Warcraft early, but World of Warcraft for me was oh, good for you, Swole. What World of Warcraft for me was in a very similar situation to Marvel Strike Force, right? Like, I played it for years. I thought it was at its core a fantastic game, well put together, well designed, really a lot of fun. But then a lot of the game design that happened post-release I found to be very unsatisfying. And I really felt like that their focus on PvP was lacking, right? There was some decent PvP in WoW, but nothing like what I was used to in other games. I can't remember the name of it now, but I spent so much time locked down on that damn North Bridge and that Frost map. Yeah, I mean, all of us guys that started the Mortytown Locos, you know, me, Red Tar, Mo Explosions, Sneakers, Twerp, Baxos, all those guys. We all played MMOs together back in the day. You know, me and Baxos play a lot of shit together. We're brothers. And then Twerp and Red Tar especially are two guys that I've been gaming with for a good 15 years. Some guys you meet and they're just so goddamn funny and they're so good at the game. You're just like, I'm permanently friending you, right? Like, we're going to be real life friends before this is over, because I'm not letting a player that good get away from my circle, right? And so I've got friends all around the country like that. All right. Yeah, I dig the hell out of them. Well, I really hope that, I mean, I can say it now, at this point it's inevitable that one day it's coming. I mean, it may turn out to be that this new game coming up, Crowfall, is kind of a bust and we don't really make the jump, right? In which case, I'll just keep right on rolling, playing Marvel Strike Force until something better presents itself. But one day, eventually, right? Good Lord, I really doubt I make it to 3 years, right? I don't know about that, so... Although you never know, it could surprise me. This is just really an ubiquitously good game. I can't deny it. I would not, if you'd have told me when I first started playing it that I'd be playing it for 2.5 years, I'd be like, out of your fucking mind, right? Like, but yeah, like, I don't know. No, I don't like the direction they're going. It's getting like, we're like, man, like, it's a little galling to have Emma Frost and Marauders be as good as they are right now after a bunch of us just dropped $1,000 or more on Black Order. And if that's going to move them out of the arena meta, I don't mind that I might have to go whale out on a team to stay on top of the arena meta, but don't make me do it 4 times a year, right? I mean, like, let's just not get too stupid greedy with it, okay? And unfortunately, it seems like it only got worse when they became Scopely. Stupid greedy is kind of their methodology. So and it's opinions like these freely expressed on YouTube. Why I will never probably be an envoy. But also I know that content creating is kind of a thing where you the content creating is kind of a thing where you got to get on the ground floor to really get a lion's share of the market, the player base. And I am so thankful to those of you who have tuned in and turned on to Mortytown TV. And I really hope that some of you, if and when that shift happens, I hope some of you continue to watch. We're probably going to rebrand. It's not going to be Mortytown TV anymore, but we'll be doing something else. Right here on this YouTube channel, it will continue to exist. And I don't think it's going to happen for a little while. Like I say, betas usually take some time. This game's got a lot of kinks to work out. So, you know, they still got major systems that are not even put in yet. Like they have a mount system and it works and you can ride around and it increases, gives you the speed buff, but it doesn't show any of the mounts. Like they don't have any of the cosmetics added in yet. So it's just, like, the game's got a ways to go. What I might do is put out an occasional like spotlight video from beta footage, but I don't know that I'll do a whole lot of live streaming of it until it's ready to go and I'm ready to make the jump. So anyway, we need one more arena battle. Was that 12 minutes? That was not 12 minutes. Warlord Vac Gaming. That's actually a pretty good idea. It might even be Kingback, to be quite honest. They have a system in the game where, like, basically, like, the storyline is that you're a dead warrior of some sort, right? Like you lived, you died, and now you're a tool of the gods that they call a crow. And it's your job to incarnate on world after world, fight in this war that's happening and die, and then reincarnate on a new world, right? So basically the PvP happens much like PvP in other games from the past where, you know, there's a set amount of land that you're fighting over and there are keeps of various sizes and you know, you're battling over that territory and the resources that come with it. But the way they've got it set up is that hey, I like all of those suggestions. But the way they've got it set up is that those PvP worlds only last for like a month or two and then they reset and you go to a new one, right? But there are persistent worlds that are a little more PvE centric, where you can live and build all the time and you can in fact start your own kingdom. And so one player is designated as the monarch, other players can, like officers, can be made into noble lords and they'll have power over the people that live in that realm. And you can build a castle and a town and continue to expand as you get more players living in your kingdom. And make it like an economic hub where, like, in between wars, you can make your kingdom into a place where people will want to come and buy player-made goods because it's got a big player-made economy, right? Where you're not just going to an NPC and buying armor, you're going to go to a player and buy armor, right? And you'll lose your gear. It will wear out over time. I think you can get ganked and lose it in certain portions of the game. And so there will always be a demand for player-driven and created gear. And so we might like look into really like building a kingdom with a castle and a town built around it and making that like a place where crafters and merchants can really focus on doing their thing PvE wise and make money for the guild and for the kingdom, you know? Yeah, it really does sound like pretty cool. So we'll have to see how it all works, right? I mean, the proof's in the pudding, right? So we'll have to play the game and see how it looks. But it does have some interesting possibilities, right? There hasn't been an MMO made like this in a very long time. It's got some elements of old games like Dark Age of Camelot. It's got some World of Warcraft elements. It's got some elements from games like like Shadowfall and games like that, you know. Man, I mean, I still love Marvel Strike Force. We're gonna keep playing it right up until we're not. But yeah, it is stuff like, you know, bad luck on the hot new character that will really kind of let you see the flaws in the game. When you go drop hundreds of dollars on something and get crapola from it, which is something I do a lot in this game, the idea of just paying $10 a month and being on an equal footing with everybody else doesn't sound terrible. Doesn't sound terrible. And then, like, if you want to actually spend more money, you're just spending it on cosmetics and shit like that, right? You know. So we'll see. We'll see. If it pans out, I'm probably going to go play it, mainly because my friends want to go play it, and I want to play with my friends, right? But I want to see about maybe dragging some friends from here with me when that happens. And I would love it if some of you viewers would like to come along as well, but of course that is at your discretion. And, you know, you're here for Marvel Strike Force. I know you are, and we're going to keep pushing that Marvel Strike Force action for as long as we can. So let's see, what do we got to kill 2 minutes? Take a little extra gold. Man, we're up to 2.7 million now. We were down below 1 million earlier. All right, then we're just saving the orbs we've got. So as you can see, are we still? Okay. We're working on Ironheart, ignore her. But I've spent a lot of the T4 gear that I've had saved up. And I still got a little more I can spend. I'm kind of trying to figure out what team I'm going to put it into. And we've evened out a lot of our Blitz teams to 400k pretty well. There's still some characters we can work. I might go in on that Taskmaster actually kind of hard. But we'll see. I might see about even just like carrying everybody to 12 or 13. Rather than worrying about 14s now. But we'll see. I really hope I can get these 7 more shards on Squirrel Girl before this event ends. That's going to be a big thing for me, because I really do want that 5th red star to keep her viable. Although she's doing fine. I mean, I'm really only using them occasionally in War and every day in Blitz, pretty much, and and maybe not even every day. And she's doing fine, man. I mean, she's just there to support the team, and all the damage dealers are at the right level. So, I mean, my Young Avengers is pretty well firing on all cylinders. Pretty well. So, let's see there then. So we got, what, 400, 400, 400, 400, 400. Yeah, and I did put some work in getting these Marauders caught up to 400k. They're looking pretty good. I picked up a red star, I think on Sabretooth, and added some gear in for all of them. Stuff I did off camera this morning. Right now, I think this is the team I need to catch up. This is the team I need to get to 400k. Is going to be this Brotherhood team, because it's such a super useful, good team, man. I use them every day, 3 times a week. I use them in War to take out some beefy ass shield team. They're great for that. And War is really not what's pushing me to raise them, right? Like War, they do fine. It's rare that I see more than a 400k shield team, and when I do, they can punch up and take that out. Like 450, no problem, right? So it's pretty rare that I see a 500k shield team, and that's basically what I would need a 400k Brotherhood 2.0 for, but we're going to get it up there just for the sake of Blitz, I guess, right? And also, just like shit, what else have I got to work on right now, right? So Aim's almost there, a little short on Supernatural, but also pretty close. My new symbiote Tron team they're awesome. Am I using my new 7 red star Aim Infector? Yeah, the same place I've always been using him. Way down this list. In with the shit nobody teams, past hand. There he is. 68k, 7 red stars on my build-up team, right? These first 4 or 5 teams are just something to get me through the early stages of a brand new Blitz. And Shuri and Minerva with the Sims, that's not a bad combination, but I want to keep my Shuri on my Wakanda team. And so since Ultron needed a home, I thought I'd try that. It's working out really well. I'm doing really good work with them in war. It's like a pretty damn good team. Pretty damn good team. So anyway, Arena. There we go. All right, so now it's just us and Franklin. I know Franklin. I've spoken to him a few times. Nice guy. Nice guy. I'm just going to borrow this #1 spot from him for a moment so that I can finish off my daily rewards. Now this is a good way. This is an intelligent way to space them. I like this. He's presenting me with a difficult decision here. I don't know that I love the call in the middle, but I get where he's going with that. So let's flip all that back before any damage gets done. All right. Yeah, I think ultimately that's going to lead to him losing that Ebony Maw a lot, but, you know. Here comes all the counterattacks. Corvus don't care about no taunt. And lovely. That's how we like it. That's how we like it. All right, so man, that was a good day. That was a good day's progress. Shot through several nodes in Dark Dimension 3. I got a pretty good Wakanda. I like a lot. Having a 7 Red Star Black Panther helps a great deal in having your Wakanda become useful, right? I grant you that. I don't know how useful they were before that, but now they make a fairly decent defense team for me. They'll even pull out a win every now and then. You know, but it's a nice hefty team in people's way that they got to spend a good team to get by. You're not going to take a 200K team and get through that. It's just not going to happen. So, you know, I force people to come out there with a 300K something to take that team down. Oh, Ironheart. So we do have 200. We do have 200. So we don't have enough for an alt. Yeah, okay. I use pretty much the same hand team for everything perfect. Did we do the event? We did the event. We just auto-played it. I did that event long ago. But I'll show you the team I use. It's not a great team. I'm not even trying to say it is. But the team that I pretty consistently use for hand is this one, right? You definitely want, you know, your tank is pretty much, your tank is going to be Sentry, right? I'm losing words here. So yeah, Sentry's basically going to be your tank, so you want him out on the end. I don't know how critical it is for any of the rest of them on positioning. Looking at this now, I mean, probably the best thing to do would be to move Elektra up next to him, just because she'll be stealth a lot of the time, and of course everybody's stealth when he's tanking. That's how he tanks, so it's not as huge a deal. But it's not a great team. You know, it'll get the content done. If you can get it up around 250-ish, it'll get almost all the content done. But it's not a great team. It's not going to do a whole lot for you. And unless you're just dying for catalysts, I don't necessarily know that I'd make it a priority. I had a pretty high one built up from early in the game because Hand Sentry is the best hand. He might be the best minion, to be quite honest. So he's going to be useful for you situationally at times. But the team itself is pretty ho-hum, right? But there was a time they were one of the only teams with synergies, and I built them up into the 250-ish range back then, and that was good enough to, you know, to get all the content that I needed to get down with them. Yeah, I don't even think it takes a 250. I think that's just where I was at. So yeah, I mean, it's don't overcommit is I guess what I'm saying, right? Like if you're like me and you're almost 11 million TCP and you've been playing this game forever, then sure you're gonna have a 300k hand, but that's only because I got a 300k everything else, right? I wouldn't recommend it. Just enough to get you the event. Like Nate said, 180, 190k probably as high as you're gonna need to go. You know, just I'm ready for the hand rework. You know, the AIM rework did a lot of good for me, right? The Hydra, you know, like I had a 300k Hydra team when they came out with Red Skull. So I mean, like that's worked out to my favor in the past. I don't necessarily know about hand. We'll see. Are they talking about reworking them, or are you just fucking with me? I don't see it happening. How does that make them any money? All right, there we go. All right, YouTube, ladies and gentlemen, that looks to be pretty much all the damage I can do for one night. We're an hour and a half into this stream. That's pretty solid. Yeah. Ravagers probably need it worse than hand, but yeah, you're right. They probably do have a rework coming one day. Who knows? But it seems like they're a little more interested in releasing new characters at a breakneck pace because that's what makes them money. So I don't know. I'm skeptical. We'll say that. I'm skeptical. Okay, it could be in the pipeline, but that doesn't mean it's coming soon. So anyway, that'll conclude Mortytown TV for the evening. I want to thank everybody for coming. Appreciate all you guys that have been riding along live. Nate, Swole, Perfect. You know, all you guys. I appreciate the normal crew being here. We're going to. What's that? Nathan said he wants to PvP. I'm tired. I got some stuff to do before bed. Not tonight, but we'll try to get a night where we do that pretty soon here. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. And if you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you for watching it all the way to the end. That's pretty awesome. Thank you. It looks good on our metrics, so to speak. So if you'd like to join us offline, there's a link to our Discord in the description below. Feel free to come on by, have a chat with us, talk the game. We're there to help in any way we can in your Marvel Strike Force journey. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link there as well. But mostly we just love it if you can give us a like or a subscribe. Helps us grow. So appreciate all you guys out there. One last before we go, let's all get swifty and call it a good night.
Oh yeah, you gotta get swifty. You gotta get swifty in here.
So until I see you guys again, be cool, keep gaming. I'm Vac, and I'm out of here.